Hello, this is Cuckoo. Today, I want to show you this. This is the Opsix by Korg, a brand new 6-operator FM synthesizer. Although it says it's an FM synthesizer, it can do many more things than that. There's a bunch of different waveforms you could choose from, so each operator can have its own different vibe. And also, you can do ring modulation and wave folding. And one of my favorite things with this synth is the user algorithm, where you can decide for yourself how you want the different operators to modulate each other. It's very open and very free. So I want to take it for a spin and show you a bit how it works and how to design a couple of sounds. Also, I want to mention, because I know a lot of people are going to ask about it, you can load DX7 patches onto it. It's not meant to be a DX7, and in fact, it sounds very different. But to some degree, it is compatible, and you can load up the DX7 patches onto it. But don't expect it to sound exactly like the DX7. It's not meant to be a vintage synth. This is a modern synth with brand new capabilities. So no comparison really with the DX7, please, because it's not meant to be that. Although it is fun to have the ability to load some older presets and to start out from that, but it is very different. So with that said, let's head over to the table and let me show you a bit how you work with it, create sounds. Let's do it. Let's go. So here it is, Korg Opsix. So, ooh, we got a preset. It's my preset. Cool. This is what it is. Operator 1 through 6, control them over here. Generally speaking, levels and pitch. Not really pitch, more what's called ratio. Listen to this. As ratio. But first of all, let's just create a clean patch. The fastest way to do it is to press Shift and initialize. Shift, initialize, and yes. So right now we have a clean patch. Let's just twist some knobs and see what happens. Yeah, FM synthesis. You can see colors here, red and purple, blue. That means the red ones, as we can see here, are carriers. The purple ones are modulators. So, whereas the red ones are going out into the mix. These are the audible ones. If everything is down except the blue, you're not going to hear anything because the blue are not being sent out to the audio, but the reds are. These are rather sent into the red ones and modulate them. In this case, we can see the algorithm here. Let's press it just to make sure that operator 6 is modulating operator 5, which is modulating operator 4, which is modulating operator 3, and then it's going out into the mix. There's like one chain there. The second chain, in this case, algorithm number 1, there's a second chain there. Operator 2 is modulating operator 1, and which is going out into the mix. So the way I usually work is to first listen to the carriers, the ones going out into the mix. And then modulate them. And it's a good idea to isolate the different chains to have kind of control of what you're doing. And as if you have a keen eye, you might have noticed this upper little hook there, or I don't know what to call it. That means that this last one, number 6, in this particular algorithm, is feedbacking itself. And the feedback is a bit tricky to find. It's actually in Shift and miscellaneous. Program miscellaneous. Yeah, algorithm feedback. So this is where the algorithm's feedback will be adjusted. However, if we press mode, feedback can be applied on any operator. Just select the operator with the right button Like so, okay, I want feedback on number 5, and we've got feedback there. So for instance, if I want feedback on operator 3, let's go to operator 3, mode, apply feedback. So feedback can be applied to every oscillator if it's in FM mode. Cheers. That's giving me peace. So let's explore. Yeah, let's do that. Operator 2 should be like this envelope. Too long. Too much. Cool, let's apply some velocity to the modulation. Yeah. Let's change waveforms. I'm gonna go for the quick way of doing it. Shift, and they turn green, and they're ready to be shifting waveforms. 8-bit, yeah, I like the 8-bit. You can hear that's more fluffy now. Okay, miscellaneous, I want to turn lo-fi on. That is a very, very gentle lo-fi. It's not like super lo-fi. Cool. Okay, second chain. Let's make it flow. This is fun. Okay, let's detune it. Operator 4 there. How about that? Pitch. Let's create a mysterious world. Whoa. I like this. Okay, effects. Let's turn an effect on. This is begging for a delay. Where should we put it? Effect 2. Delay, come to me. Delay. Ooh. Yeah, this one. Cool. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna put a reverb on it as well. Hall? Yeah, in this case, yes, hall. I want an expression with the modulation, so I'm gonna, yeah, increase the attack when doing this. Let's do it. Virtual patch, yeah, how about that? Let's do a mod wheel and send that to operator 1, attack time, and add some value. Good. Maybe even decrease the volume. So I'm gonna virtual patch a second patch, do mod wheel and send that to operator 1 again to level, and decrease that level while this increases. Yeah, so that's a cool sound. Let's write that into the memory and call it Toki. How about Toki? I'm making up names here. Tokinon. Yeah, that's the sound. Yes, I want to save it. Do you want to save over this? No, I want to save it into this patch. Yeah, we made our first patch and it sounds like this. Actually, I want to make one change. So let's go to effects there, effect 2, and say the level of that should be very low. And then when I do that, with the virtual patch again, new slot, control mode, we'll send that to effect 2, delay, level, and increase. So I can increase the level of the effect while doing that. I don't want to make just one adjustment, I want to make 2. So I want to go to shift and voice because I'm going to make a stereo with the unison. Listen to this. No unison. 2. It's putting them in stereo spread. I can change it if I want to. I want it stereo. And I'm going to dial this down a bit so it's closer in pitch. Just a very gentle, nice stereo. Okay, so how about this? Ah, it's a nice. Okay, right, override. Yeah, completed. It's our first patch. Yeah, I'm happy. All right, so that was a quickie. Let's make another quickie, shall we? So let's shift and initialize. We're back. I'm gonna make a typical E-piano, and I'm going to show you how I do it. Maybe not like a tutorial. I'm going to move forward quickly. A typical E-piano has an algorithm with perhaps like 3 different groups or chains of FM synthesis. So I'm going to see if I could find an algorithm. How about this one? Yeah, number 6. Number 5, 6, 5, number 5. It doesn't really matter in this case. So let's start out building an E-piano. First, I'm going to have one of that shimmering attack sounds. And then I'm going to, on the second and third chain, I'm going to have more of the body of the sound. So let's start out here. Very, very plain sine wave. FM, frequency modulation. I'm going to raise this. Perhaps that's a cool frequency. 12, ratio 12, okay. Level, operator 2 there. Gonna make a shape sort of like that. Is too much. Okay, so that will be kind of the attack of the sounds. Mute. So now I'm gonna do the other. This is going to be very, very gentle, and you're going to question my abilities and say like, hey, it doesn't sound special at all. No, but the modulation here. Like so, together. I'm going to make this shimmering attack also velocity sensitive. So here is velocity. So with this one, I'm going to kind of copy this into this and make 2 of them. And at the beginning, it's going to sound very plain. So let's see, operator 6. Something like that. And now these are exactly the same. More or less. But what I'm going to do is detune them slightly from each other. So for instance, the operator 3 and 4, let's go to the pitch here and detune them slightly down. -2 there, -2. And then on 5 and 6, I'm going to detune them up slightly. And listen when I do this now. I get this 80s kind of unison. This is in fact what unison is. It's playing the same sound in slightly different pitches. And now we got that 80s E-piano sound. With these 3 layers. These together, detuned. I can even detune this attack there. Let's do it, in fact. Make it a little high, too high. And now let's, I'm gonna make it 8-bit, 8-bit sine waves, and see if that is gonna give it a little bit of a fluffy vibe. Yeah. And then again go to voice and add an actual unison to spread it in stereo. This is with no refinement, so this is like the starting point of building a nice E-piano sound. Alright, so take like an E-piano sound to the next level would be to give it a slight key off. And to do that, I need to change a bit of the whole concept of this patch. Actually, I'm going to do that in this chain here. So on operator 2 and 1, I'm going to make it so that there is a negative impact of an envelope. And when I release it, it's going to lift and make it audible for a tad of a second. Right now, it's very traditional. Nothing happens when I release this keyboard. So in order to do that, I think first of all, level, operator 2 there, I'm going to make it ring a bit. Yeah, so now it rings. I'm also going to make operator 2 ring. Yeah, and then I'm going to make operator 2, the one that is modulating, I'm going to make this a weird shape now. So I'm going to make it really loud all the time. And then I'm going to use a second envelope to take it down and then bring it up again when I release the sound. Okay, so let's do that. Let's head into modulation just to check the different envelopes there. So we've got 3 extra envelopes. One pitch, filter, and a general one. I can use any of these, but I'm going to use this one that is not tied to anything. So I'm going to make this look like so, with a slight attack there. So imagine flipping this shape upside down like this and have that impact. So I could do that easily by going into the virtual patch and patch something here. There's nothing patched. So I'm going to use the envelope 3, send it to operator 2 level, and send a negative change. Okay, so it's working. So let's go to the modulation there, make it tighter. And make the ring time on oscillator 2 there shorter. Like so. And ring time on oscillator operator 1 there shorter. The attack is kind of too short. That's a good start. So let's turn these on again. I like it. Yeah. Let's give it a little hint of a reverb. Shorter. Yeah, so there you go. It's sounding pretty nice. Right, override. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Right. Ooh. So next up, let's make a new one. Initialize all values. Yeah, cool. I want to make something beautiful and pad-like, something that's flowing a bit. So let's try to make something more complex, shall we? Okay, algorithms. Yeah, this is a good time to introduce the free user algorithm. Right now, if you choose any of the other algorithms, there's going to be sound, but when you go to the user algorithm, it's going to be empty. So these are not hooked up yet. So let's do that. I think you go to miscellaneous. Is that it? User algorithm. Press yes to edit. Yeah, so now we're editing the algorithm. So in setting up the user algorithm, you've got 6 different operators. All of them can be carriers if you want to. All of them can be modulators. Everything can modulate everything. It's up to you to set it up. So let's set it up now. So on the 2 pages here, let's go to page number 2 that says direct out. On this page, you can select which of them should be a carrier. As you can see, it's lighting up red. So let's start out with operator 1 there. So now this is audible. If this is off, it's not audible. So this is going out into the mixer now. It's a carrier. So on the other page, this is where all the modulation is being set up. So right now, nothing is modulating this. It's not set up to do that yet. So if we are now on operator 1, which is this one, which is line 1 here. If you see, when I toggle between the operators there, you can see that this little arrow is moving. So first line, operator 1. What should we send to operator 1? How about operator 2? You can see it's lighting up in blue. Yeah. And how much of this should be sent there? How about all of that? Yeah. How about also sending operator number 3 to operator 1? So now essentially 2 operators are sending both at the same time to this one. Yeah, so we're setting up like that. Also, at the same time, we could say that, how about operator 3 at the same time as sending to operator 1, also sending to operator 2. That would create something unexpected maybe. So let's do that. So operator 2 there. What do we want to send to operator 2? Operator 3. And how about letting operator 1 also send back here, essentially creating a feedback? What would happen then? Let's try it out. So operator 3, let's say, operator 3 should receive modulation from operator 1. So this way you can connect all sorts of interconnectivity between the operators and create very custom feedback loops. And yeah, it's up to you. So what I'm going to do now, let's initialize this again. Go to algorithm, user, miscellaneous, user. Yeah, let's set it up from scratch. So what I want to do now is start out making a sound and try to find some interesting sweet spots. I'm going to use some like a trial and error searching for audible results that make sense. First of all, I'm going to set up operator 1 to be a carrier so that we can hear it. So let's see what we can do with just one operator first. Okay, operator 1 is audible. So let's go to mode and see what feedback sounds like. Yeah, so that's what feedback sounds like on its own. At some point, it feedbacks to itself and it starts to introduce a noise. So a noise with the 12-bit would sound like this. Slightly different there when you go up. A bit more pleasant, if you will. How about the 8-bit? There we go. You can find like specific regions where everything sounds more pleasant, and finding those sweet spots is like the whole thing with FM synthesis. It takes a while, but I'd say it's definitely part of the process, so it's worth getting accustomed with searching for frequencies. Okay, so let's listen to some like sawtooth, gnarly, square. That is cool. Kind of breaks apart. And sometimes it's a little bit unexpected where you find these sweet spots. So let's try some other modes here. Ring modulation. Ring modulation needs another operator to work. So let's set up a secondary one. So let's go here, miscellaneous, yes. So let's set up operator 2 to send to operator 1. There we go. Some different waveforms. Filter modulation. Filter FM. Sounds a bit more gnarly. Wow, this is actually very cool. Whoa. Whoa. I didn't expect to find this. Wow. As you can see, there's a sweet spot that might be just a tad away from something that sounds awful, and then you find a sweet spot and suddenly everything just opens up and it sounds interesting. Right, listen to the whole range here. So I've set it up to do filter frequency modulation. There was some peak. There's another peak. How about making this just moved a tad back and forth here? See what it sounds like. Virtual patch. I'm going to use LFO, LFO1 perhaps, destination, operator 2, pitch. Just slightly. Let's head over to the LFO we're using. make some sort of, I don't know, random, let's say random level. Interesting. Whoa. All right, let's take operator 2, slow attack. Okay, let's try another one. Wave folding. Whoa. Wow, that is nice. This is a good 2-operator constellation that gives a result that is sort of tactile. It has a full physical presence in a way. Let's check the analyzer. Okay, let's check the modulation again. See, LFO going to operator 2 pitch. How about sending it to operator 1 folder again? Fold. Let's see. FM folder. Just a tad. You know, with FM synthesis and modulation like this, in this case wave folding, you can stumble upon things that is a sweet spot of some sort. And that is because you explore. So keep exploring. Don't disregard anything because it doesn't work the way you thought it was going to work. Keep exploring. This has a lot of opportunities here. Yeah, so this, I think the wave folder is actually much more, much richer than I anticipated. Okay, let's check it out. Whoa. Wow. Whoa, this is, I like this. Whoa. In the end, I'll just have a little low filter cut somehow, somewhere. Whoa, it sounds kind of like a sample. Okay, operator 2, I'm getting into it now. Level, operator 2 there. Operator 1. I'm just gonna check out some different waveforms. Interesting. Miscellaneous algorithm. So operator 1 will also receive from operator 3. Let's see. How about don't do that, but operator 2 receives from operator 3. What's going on? Someone is trying to get in. That could be cool with another waveform, probably. Okay, I'm gonna try the filter now and filter out the bass frequency, which is always kind of rumbling there. See if we can set this to a high pass filter of some sort. High pass 12. something like that. Clean up the bass. Whoa, I really like where this is going. We're not there yet, but while he's putting something on the wall, let me save this and call it Brainstar's Lament. How about that? Beautiful patch name, Coco. Thank you. Cool. Yeah, save it to this. Okay. Okay, that could be moving. So operate the virtual patch again. Here, let's take LFO 2. Send it to operator 3. What's it called? Course ratio. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Maybe also do it with mod wheel. Okay, and then set it up to be really slow and nice. Let's try a random one there too. Random level. Okay. Let's also make oscillator operator 4 audible. Okay, operator 4. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is do like 2 layers. One, something like that, while as this is... Okay, let's also modulate the levels there. So now we're getting into it. Virtual patching, there you go. Source, mod wheel, send that to level operator 3. Level. That could be nice. Okay, gonna isolate that, maybe give it the 8-bit. Okay, calling, someone's calling. Some sort of plong. Yeah, that could be a nice level. Operator 4, give it. Make it nicer. I always end up with the 8-bit sine wave. Modulation. We still haven't used LFO 3, right? So I'm going to make that a saw down. Ding, ding, ding. And make it sort of plucking. Send it. Get source. LFO 3. Send that to operator 4 in this case. Just... and to send it to level. Whoa, whoa. That had an unexpected effect and I liked it. Yeah, it's much better than my initial idea. I like that. An effect. I think I'm gonna try a delay on this. So let's put a delay here. Delay. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. I'd be tempted to put a reverb as well. Make it very epic. Spring, shimmer. Shimmer, that could be a good one for this. Submarine. So Brainstar's Lament. We just create this sound and I want to set the tone where this sound lives. Imagine. A world where you are the matriarch. Creating this beautiful world. But somehow, this lonely bounty hunter named Samus comes to world to eradicate all the beauty lost in emotions. You don't know what to do. You decide to plant your organisms over to Samus in hope of her recognizing the beauty of your life forms. Did it work? Do you see the beauty of a life form? I'm not hostile. So that's the Korg Opsix, and I've showed you a bunch of stuff of how you can work with it. I wouldn't consider this maybe a tutorial, but I hope you still got like a good glimpse of how you can work with the Korg Opsix. And yeah, for me personally, I really like when you go mellow and search for these yeah, mellow is nice. Here's another mellow sound that I made. Let's end off with this mellow sound called Fortunes. If you enjoy what I'm doing here on YouTube, creating different kinds of musical endeavors, tutorials, sample packs, reports, please consider throwing in some donation over at Patreon. Patreon is a very good platform to support artists, independent, such as myself and many others. I hope you can consider throwing in just a couple of bucks every time I put out such a video as this. It's very, very helpful to me. Thank you so much for watching. As Cuckoo, please follow me here on YouTube, on Instagram. Go to my web store, support me on Patreon, click like, be nice, be curious, always be curious. Yeah, explore. Peace out.